Hey guys, I've said this before, but I wanted to make sure to put out another video in case you missed my previous ones. If you need any of this money to live on in the next 6 months, this is when you want to be having the conversation with yourself, whether you should trim your position size down or not. Right now, today, we're getting a lift with the AI and semiconductor stocks. They're up nicely. And so this is the time where you want to think about trimming versus when stocks are selling off hard, like on Monday when everything crashed like 10 to 20%. Now we're getting that bounce back. So I just want to make sure, like I said, I treat you guys like my family. And I want to make sure if you need it, you don't have that money, emergency fund, and you're going to need this money in the next 6 months. And if you're stressing out, not able to sleep at night, this is the time to think about that, trimming it down. Totally your call. Also, margin. I don't recommend being on margin, guys. I know some of you guys are out there, and that interest is going to accrue quickly. And in this market, I don't recommend being on it. So if you have that opportunity to exit margin, I would do that, okay? And then, like I said, trim it down your position to something you can handle holding if things decide to get worse before they get better. Because remember, tariffs on the EU now, right? We got unemployment claims tomorrow. Future jobs reports could be worse. Inflation reports, right? Because the tariffs, right? We have a lot of them taking place April 2nd. So this could hit the numbers, the economic data later. So you have to be prepared for things to get worse before they get better. Remember, we're in a storm still. Even though we got a pop today, we're still going to be fighting against the bears because they're making their money right now. And we had a 2-year bull run, guys, where things went insanely high. And so there's definitely a possibility it could go lower. So I want to make sure you don't need this money anytime soon. Obviously, if you're 5+ years like me and you have cash on the sidelines and you have a paycheck coming in where you can add a little bit on dips, then it gets exciting because we will come out of this, guys, and make a lot of money on the other end if you can hold through the storm. And I'm here to help steer the ship through the choppy waters. Captain Brett, right? Or Coach Brett, whatever you want to call me. And I'm here. I honestly treat you guys like my family. I'm saying the same thing to my parents, family, friends, everyone around me, that this is the time now you want to be protecting your capital. And that's why I've been recommending NLY, which is the mortgage REIT yielding 12% dividend. My family and I have been in this for many, many years. Smartest decision, passive income. Regardless if the stock market falls, and we're in a down market, which potentially could be for the next quarter or two, who knows, you're collecting that 12% every quarter. And so it's, like I said, smartest decision I've made. I got 4 kids too, so I want to grow my nest egg safely. And so this is one you could look at putting some of your money in to have it, to protect it. And like I said, you have to have it set up going right to your bank account versus reinvested. I recommend it that way because this stock over time, it doesn't go up. It goes sideways or slightly down. So I say to have the money go to your bank account instead of reinvested. So then it's like passive income. Think of it as a second income. Okay. And you do pay taxes on that, remember. But here's how it works. If you're receiving 12% per year, right? Remember, that's an annualized dividend. Okay, let's say you put in $10,000 in it, you will receive $1,200 approximately per year. That means $300 per quarter that you would get. And if you think about it, if you get $1,200 per year, how many years does it take to recoup your initial investment? It's about 8 to 9 years, right? 12% times 8 years is 96. So consider it 8.5 years, okay, till you recoup your initial investment. Then you have to factor in taxes though. So you could just say 9.5 or just 10 years. So once you're holding annually in your account for 10 years, then you're playing with house money because you already received all your initial investment back with dividend payments to your bank account, if that makes sense, okay? So ideally, that's what you do with it. You hold it forever, okay? But if the stock does recover after their dividend, their ex-dividend date, so a lot of people ask me, can I sell annually right after the ex-dividend, still get the dividend the next month? The answer is yes, but you wouldn't want to do that because on the ex-dividend date, that's when the stock price drops to factor in the dividend payment. And so you have to wait for the stock price to recover back up to your break even in your brokerage account before you can consider taking your money out, or at least close to break even, right? Otherwise, it defeats the purpose, right? If you're taking a loss in your account, yes, you got the dividend, but you lost more in your account. So that's why you wait for the recovery. It doesn't always happen, but more times than not, so far, I've gotten back to break even where I'm able to pull my money out and use it on other stocks until the next ex-dividend date. okay? And then I can make some money playing other stocks, and I still get the dividend from NLY too, which is nice. So that's the best of both worlds, but like I said, it doesn't always work like that. And so if you buy it, just plan on holding it. And if you do get the bonus where you do, the stock price does recover up to break even in your account, then you can use it for a little bit before putting it back into NLY right before the next ex-dividend date. So hopefully that makes sense. But anyways, I treat you guys, like I said, as my family. I want to protect your money. We've made a lot who've been following me the last couple years, and now it's time to protect it. So NLY is a great way to grow that safely with the 12% coming into your bank account each quarter. I would call to make sure that that's happening. Or if you want it to go into your account, you know, your brokerage account, that's fine too. And you can deploy it elsewhere or put it back in the NLY, whatever you want to do, okay? But like I said, I appreciate your likes, your comments, guys. Not only does it help me, right? It feeds the algo, gets this video out to more people, but also it helps you get my videos quicker when you like and comment. So keep doing that. I appreciate you. And also click the bell for notifications. Click all if you haven't done that yet. And if you guys have anyone around you, coworkers, family, friends that need help, I'd be more than happy to help them too, guys. That's what I'm here for. And so you can have them set up a one-on-one Zoom session with me, or, you know, obviously the best thing to do is them becoming a member, because that's going to benefit them the most long-term. They'll get all my alerts and stay up to date with what's going on. Okay. And then having access to the Millionaire Maker stock portfolio and the gift card raffles, all the other stuff. Okay. So I appreciate y'all. Have an awesome day.